Good evening, everybody. I'd like to discuss a project which is really, really low price. It's so low that if you don't know about this project, you think it's on its knees. That's how low the price is compared to what it was. The project I want to talk to you about today is called ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. Now, before I continue, I must let you know I'm not a financial advisor. So please do further research before you invest your money and only invest what you can afford to lose and seek professional financial advice when you can. And I'll go straight into the price action rather than the website first of all, because it goes into a lot of depth, which I'll cover. So if you're just here for the price, um, the internet computer price chart max out view courtesy of CoinGecko. It currently is at £3.20. Let's just move that on to USD here. So it's just over four US dollars. And it's been at a really, really high price. Now, essentially, the the price here was shorted. So it was basically manipulated to go down. So there's a lot of information from other YouTubers um, mentioning FTX and all of the history that's gone on to that. So especially BitBoy covered it. So I just want to give credit to BitBoy. Always referencing where I can, where I hear this news. Now I have known about this for a while, and I didn't buy into this straight away until roughly like £4.20, so maybe about just under five US dollars. Yeah, I'd just like to leave this here. If you want to look at the market cap and circulating supply and total supply on there. So in the last 6 months is was at the all-time low of $3.40. So I think we're slowly seeing signs. As you can see, 14 days it went up 2.2. When the last week has gone down, so kind of this up and down action. So hopefully, um, when we get to the altcoin season, this will push up. I predict this could go between 8 to 10x your money, depending on how long you want to hold on for. So I think by the end of 2024, this could go up to 10x. Let's hope it's sooner. Um, who knows? But yeah, just do your own research if you do want to go into this. So I'll cover some parts here. So Internet Computer Basics. It allows Web3 services to run 100% on-chain, providing the only platform where developers can build and users can enjoy fully decentralized applications. So it ditches the corporate cloud, insecure bridges, and expensive oracles. So this is really something like the technology behind it. When you look into more depth, which I encourage you to do. So instead of using smart contracts, they have these canister smart contracts directly into your browser, just like regular websites. Let's click on how it works. Maybe I should do it on here. Or maybe have it here. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same one here, which I wanted to go on to next. So it says, learn how the Internet Computer Blockchain realizes the vision of the world computer. So it wants to decentralize everything. So effectively, ICP is taking on like the big tech firms. At least this is what it wants to do, and that's part of the reason why it was shorted when it was at the kind of genesis of it going onto the markets. So let me just scroll down here. So the architecture of the Internet computer realizes vision of a world computer, an open and secure blockchain-based network. So it can host programs and data in the form of smart contracts and perform computations on smart contracts in a secure and trustworthy way and scale infinitely. So I think this is, I don't really like to quote verbatim for you because I know you obviously you can read, but I think that's the main point here. So they're using canisters, which it can store data, and it's its own isolated data storage, and they're hosted. The actual canisters are hosted on subnets there, so it is really geeky. And I guess the main thing with this to take away from the technology is that it's very fast, and it can hold these canisters like this data at really cheap price. And we all love things fast and cheap. That's why a lot of us go to like McDonald's or KFC or something. We like our service there, and it also um, talks about decentralization and people who the ICP token is more like a governance token. So if you stake the token, um, then you're able to participate in governance. At least that's what I understood from it. Yeah, so this is just more talking about the canisters, which I mentioned on the previous page. So it talks about the Internet Computer Protocol runs on servers with standardized hardware, which they call nodes, and is distributed globally and hosted in independent data centers to ensure fault tolerance and decentralization, and are grouped into subnets. So each subnet constitutes its own blockchain. So it's kind of, I like to think of it as a network. Maybe I'm using the wrong word, but that's the way I think of it. All subnets are connected and orchestrated by the Internet Computer Protocol to give rise to the Internet computer. So effectively, it wants to be like a new version of the Internet using Web3 technology. Yeah. I do invite you to maybe pause on it so you can read in your own time. I think I've gone a bit longer than I hoped, but this is something that I think will be in my top 5 holdings. So every time I get some extra money or something, or if I sell any crypto, I would just rather reinvest. But I don't think the price will get much lower than it is now. As I said at the beginning of the video, I think this could easily 8 to 10x in the next bull cycle. There is a white paper as well. It's 45 pages long, so you can read through that. And I found that through the CoinGecko. So the white paper there will take you to here. So maybe you can read this when you have some spare time, or perhaps on the weekend. If that is of interest to you, do let me know what your thoughts are on this project, because I don't think I've come across anything this in depth but also exciting. I appreciate I've waffled on it, and I haven't really given this as much detail as I would like, but I would be going on for a long time, so please do further research before you invest your money. I'll catch you in the next video.